Hi internet people. So this week on KindaTV there was a live event because the first Wednesday of the month happened, and there was a mysterious mystery box. Plus, two things happened last weekend that I didn't talk about in my recap from last weekend. They literally happened after I filmed the video. So, first off, happy belated birthday to Natasha Negovanlis. Her birthday was last weekend, but because it happened after my recap, I didn't include it in that one. So, if you did not already wish her a happy birthday, you should go do that, even though it's belated now. The other thing is, for April Fool's Day, there was a hilarious, we're rebranding KindaTV again video, where everyone was like photoshopped in. It was really, really funny and super short, so you should watch it, because it's just like a goofy version of the original rebranding commercial, so that was really cute. Okay. So, the live event this week involved Truth or Dare with Paige and Dylan. So, there were Truth or Dare questions. They did those with Natasha. The truths were interesting. The dares were very funny. Dylan had to do a British accent for a really long time. Natasha had to talk in third person. Paige did not have to do as many, lengthy things, though she did have to show her dance moves. And she was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. It was a long time. It was like 30 seconds. And I was like, that is so much time. But that was really fun. The funniest part of the Truth or Dare was that Natasha got prank call someone from someone else's phone and say that they've won a Grammy or you've won a Grammy. I'm not sure exactly who won the Grammy. But for the prank call, she decided to call Elise, but she had to use Dylan's phone. But the first time she called Elise, she was laughing so much that she didn't say anything, and so Elise hung up. And then they called Elise back, and thankfully Elise picked up the phone, because I totally would not have answered the phone if a random number called me a second time after hanging up, like after a silent phone call. So she answered, and then Natasha wound up laughing again, and so Paige and Dylan were just like, hi, Elise, and just started talking. And so she didn't really get prank called, though she kind of did. And now she has Dylan's number. But it was just fun because Natasha was like trying, and then she started laughing, and then Paige and Dylan were like covering for her, and it was just really funny. And Elise totally rolled with it because you could hear her because she was on speakerphone. So that was really fun. That was probably my favorite part of the whole live event. Although Dylan's Crocs and his photo was remarkably artistic, and I appreciated it. The thing that happened on Friday, the mysterious mystery box. Okay, so Natasha had a video, or had like teased that she was either being spammed or something mysterious was going on. And so this letter from a law firm had showed up at KindaTV, and it was addressed to Natasha, but the person mentioned in it is totally not related to her. She's like, what? Okay. Then she got another set with more letters in it, some of which I could read and some of which I couldn't. One was in Chinese, I believe, and I couldn't translate it. There's one in Russian and something with Italian in it, though there are people who have translated some of them, so if you check out the hashtag KindaMystery, you can figure out what all the letters say, and some of the articles, because I read a translation of one of the articles that was in Russian because I didn't know what it said. But the box has all of these, like, then there was a huge box, huge box appeared, and it's like a huge crate, and it has these like connected tablets with constellations on them, and it's like a triptych, so the three of them make one big picture. And Natasha was like, I don't know what it is, like help me solve the mystery. And so people are trying to figure it out online. I'm assuming they're still trying to figure it out because that video just went up on Friday. I did some sleuthing. I'm not revealing anything. I'm not going to. I am going to say I'm not sure there is actually an answer to the mystery. I'm not saying there isn't, I just have a feeling there isn't. I did my own sleuthing, mostly because I was trying to see if the name mentioned, oh shoot, what is her last name? I totally Googled this. Where's my phone? I recently Googled it. I'll just pull up my Google history because I'm spacing on her full name. And I think that's it. Yes. Amy Tanner. Sorry, I like spaced on her name for a sec. I'm gonna pull this up. Yeah, Amy Tanner. So Amy Tanner, in real life, there is a person who was named Amy Tanner, who I don't believe is connected to this box at all. That's the only reason I'm sharing it. But she was an American psychologist who was born March 21st, 1870 in Minnesota, and has a doctoral degree in philosophy from the University of Chicago in 1898. She sounds really, really cool. She's connected to, she studied spiritism, so like psychics and stuff are connected to her. It was really cool. So you should just Google the name Amy Tanner and read all of the things, because it was really interesting stuff, even though I don't think it has anything to do with the mystery box. I think it's totally a coincidence. I think they just picked that name. It just so happens to be a real person. But I learned something else. I really don't want to say it because I think it'll spoil it for a lot of people, so I'm not going to go into detail. But I will say there was an article on geeks.com, I've never been to that website to my knowledge before, about a mysterious crate that seemed very similar to Natasha's but was not the same, and it's connected to a different website. I'm again not going to say anything. I will say that I found the additional website. You had to apply for access to the website, and then it's all very hush-hush because they actually tell you, like, this is all very secretive. Do not, like, can you keep a secret? One of the questions that you had to answer was, can you keep a secret? So I'm going to keep a secret and not officially tell you what it is. If you tweet me and really, really want to know, or like in the comments want to know a link, I can link you to that geeks.com article and it will tell you everything. But yes, it's very secretive. It sounds super, super cool. I actually applied because the website itself sounds really awesome, but I'm not going to say anything because I know there are still people like working on the mystery and I don't want to ruin anything. But the website I found does sound really cool, so you can ask me about it outside of this video if you want. If you tweet at me at Cliff Notes, I'll shoot you that article link so you can find out the details because it talks about it in more detail. But I don't want to spoil it for KindaTV viewers. I know I've said that like 80 times, but I was totally cool with it being spoiled for me just because I was very, very curious. So that's all of the stuff that happened on KindaTV this week. I was actually secretly hoping this mystical crate was connected to a new web series, but I'm very sure it's not. But it would have been a really good tease if it had been. The really quick thing that I wanted to share, even though this video is so rambly, I can tell it is. It just is. I took a nap and then decided to film this, so my brain is like, oh yeah, you're totally awake, and I'm not. But there's a new shirt in the KindaTV merch store. I don't know how long it's been there. I'm hoping it's the new design that Natasha was talking about, but it literally just says, Mark! And then attributes the quote to Natasha. Probably. It's super cute. I really want to buy one. I saw it and I was like, wait, where did this come from? It's great. It's wonderful. I love it. But there you go. That is everything that happened on KindaTV. Again, if you want to know about the mysterious website I found that is related, I think, to the mysterious crate, just shoot me a tweet at Cliff Notes, or you can comment below. If I get enough comments below asking to know what it is, I'll do like a tweet out thing with the article from geeks.com. Then you can also find me on my blog, cliffnotes.wordpress.com, or for the Nerdy Girl Express, thenerdygirlexpress.com, or in their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP. And there you go. Bye, internet people.